for a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. For my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanted data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.
You have a mic.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge Raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots introduced to this, as always, sold-out
couldn't remember all the names,
you
know, but I was like,
head-to-head with the
but I was in another
Packers.
part with somebody, too. So.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Yeah.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I think you did. Somebody, I forgot. Yeah, it was.
Let's go! Go Bandit!
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff
I thought it 4th and 2, but I wasn't going to try it.
Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride.
Not back there. I'll never try
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the
well, if you don't get it, then they got
their own 46.
Close field position, you know.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Fuck, I didn't do anything.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like rocket.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dansby coming hard on the blitz. He
last time I didn't do a play. I meant
talk about players blitzing
that's why
all the time.
The first one didn't work.
Sometimes called just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway. player, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag.
I was struggling. I've been
and
struggling
this time,
every
it results in an
year.
interception.
Because I'm the Patriots or what, you know?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I don't know, because I'm the Patriots
Dante
or what, you
Hightower
know?
on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw is Brady. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Ooh, I lost that.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
But they didn't get it on there.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now the Packers get set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Carlos Dansby in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to connect with Berrios. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Braxton Berrios, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And now running right through it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense.
You knew it.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's caught in by Gronkowski. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Gates has it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I got Edelman back.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now is Brady. Right side catch. This is Gates.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, we get it back.
This is going to be Packer football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who...
See, I didn't see that. Oh, shit. I was going for it on the left.
Let's
Yeah, I was
tip
like,
the
oh,
cap
shit.
to defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A couple games ago, I didn't know he had penalties on because I got a damn face mask penalty with Bills when I was playing computer. Oh, but I didn't damn do no face mask.
Like 20. 390. Goal 50. Go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he floats one there, incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was looking for Gronk that time. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
That's it, baby.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Over.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
Okay, so that didn't come out.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Hard too.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it comes free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
Ooh, no.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
We always talk about our admiration for quarterbacks who can extend the life of a play and create another play off of one that appears to have broken down. Should we come up with a different term for Aaron Rodgers? Because he's taken it to a new level.
He loves life outside of the pocket, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Very comfortable out there, and he usually results in good things for Green Bay.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dansby in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
Horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
That's what I was
expecting. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky. Could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Brady.
Oh, shit, I didn't want to do that.
It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I'm better on offense, but I'm really good on defense, you know.
Extra point up and good by Crosby.
Yeah.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
When you blitz me a couple times, then I started throwing the ball a little bit quicker. Before you get there.
On now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And
Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. The tight end Gates, the intended target. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
That was
timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out.
That was
In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now Rodgers. And he'll take this into the end
me.
zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point trying
Come
out
on,
for Crosby.
Ref, I thought you were the damn Patriots.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21.
They are in real life.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every drive for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
We must have
I'm
had
not
holding
saying you
or
have
something.
ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action here on 1st down.
Get up,
Oh,
kick
what a
it.
catch by
Come on.
Edelman.
Come on.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the
I
first
can't believe I
half.
caught that. I usually miss those.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
That's top 10 Sports Center.
The final shot before half for Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Nick Perry with a
I think I
pick.
could
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman.
Yeah,
with our EA Sports
cause I caught it right
halftime
there
report.
and I kicked
Coach.
it. I ran that curl.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now. And that's why they've opened up this big lead.
He's quick
You know, we
when he
always
needs
talk
to be
about
quick.
getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them.
I
Every
want
move
a,
they
I want
make
a
works,
mobile
it
quarterback.
clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and
There's
that'll
times
make it
I
a
was
second
playing that
down.
with it, and JD, I needed a run 'cause it was open, but Brady's too slow.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll take it across midfield.
I can't believe I caught it either.
48-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd
This is
quarter.
live
Defensively, they
stream.
did
This
that.
is
Now they
broadcast.
gotta go
If I
quickly and
want
get
to
some
watch
points on
it.
the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break.
I might want to watch it again.
Now they just look at
God
the
damn it.
offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Brady's throw
you know
there,
I didn't do
incomplete. And that one goes
You got that
incomplete.
down.
They tried something out of the bag
You know, I
of
go to the
tricks,
cross route.
but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They couldn't hook up with
That's why I
Decker
don't
that
pass
time.
those passes.
Thought they had
Unless
something
I
going
really
there
need
to break
to.
that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I thought they were going to throw it.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to
'Cause I
pick
didn't-
apart his own defense.
'cause I didn't
Those
give you a
guys are
chance
sitting
to
back, and they're not
catch
playing
it,
receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They work again from
JD
the
taught me
38
a
on
little bit,
2nd
so
and
that's
10.
why I'm a little better, you know. Can't do anything on offense.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet
I got the
stuffer.
pot in his neck.
And how about this, a fake?
I didn't know you.
And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does
And
not
I didn't even
pay
run a
off.
play.
They faked the
I didn't
punt.
think you were gonna fake it,
doesn't
you know.
work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it,
I got lucky.
they put the ball in the arm of their
I didn't even
punter,
run anything.
and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback,
No.
the punter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Risky.
it is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so
In
genius.
this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a
scored.
Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gates, his
feel
third
better
touchdown now
Just
on
the
the
score.
year. And the Patriots make some
I don't care if
inroads
I
here
win.
on that deficit.
Fuck. Ooh.
Extra point hung the
I
upright a
didn't
bit,
know.
but he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
Yeah, I get tired when I don't score in a game. I'm glad I scored this time.
This will be taken way up by the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Fumble? I didn't see it.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would
Alfred,
call a
what the hell
put-away
you
drive. Is
fumbled?
they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win
Come on,
can
then
be
you need
taken
somebody right
with
there to
another
catch it.
score
Come
right
on.
here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
319! 319!
To throw again. Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Braxton Berrios, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just take the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away.
Because after that, I think after the Titans or whoever,
That's fielded in the
I
end zone.
got a bye.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Brady, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That never gets there anyway.
We saw this a lot in the first
that
half,
was
and
a
it
better
continues.
one
These
I
receivers
was
just not able to get
expecting,
much separation.
So that means they have to win the
expecting it not
50-50
get there.
balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and
Get
another
the fucking
incomplete
ball.
pass. And his throw's
How
going
you
to be
missed that?
incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Yeah, I know they're all over the
Here's
football.
Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And here's was a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, it's been a good game, though.
Inside.
I'm glad I went to the training thing.
58.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dansby in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And able to connect with Berrios. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Braxton Berrios, 50 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Ooh,
and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I didn't even
the
get to do
Patriot
it.
offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really
I was
couldn't
going
get
to try to
anything
juke
going.
you.
They had to punt from
They
deep
don't,
inside
you
their
know.
own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And
Yeah, I was ready for a dance. I was ready to play.
Everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, 88.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one
Yeah, I
good
was
for
wanting to
10
get this
yards.
game in because I
And
play
that'll make it
because
2nd and a foot or
I
so.
race a lot. NASCAR.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 319 Sonata.
They'll go again to Jones. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They come out here in the eye. Looking to run it in, Kuhn. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh shit.
Rodgers. Got a man open.
I try to run that run up middle. You know, if you really know if they're running.
Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I thought you might run, you know, since so close to the goal line.
Crosby
you know.
with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Yeah.
Crosby on now.
Did I know the other play was working? for outside. I thought the run up middle, it worked good if you know for running.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
White 20! White 20!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gates has it over the middle.
I was going for the cross route, but it wasn't
they
there.
want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
But anybody with him,
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field.
I didn't know how patient you could.
Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad.
I didn't know if you could blitz him or not.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
I can't believe I caught that.
That's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, here's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Decker. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run with White. Down to the 25. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nightmare.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
If I would have messed up on that sideline, I would have been gone.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Shedding the tackle. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First down? Oh, you said you messed up. Oh. But
a big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
I ain't gonna complain if I mess up. If I get something, you know, on my hill.
Rodgers now on first down.
How did we not get that?
It's incomplete.
I didn't realize it till late.
This defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This one left side caught by Barrios. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's
my player's hurt.
He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Go over here. Yeah, Liz. Good. Get reset. Hey, easy. Hey, check 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A nice pickup there.
I thought I heard him when he stayed down.
Sticks. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
319.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. one is down he goes.
Hey, that was a good game Monday
Adrian
night.
Claymore.
Did you watch it?
He's the one
Yeah.
to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Yeah.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there.
Yeah,
on the
I didn't have a
scramble,
game
and
last
now
night.
it's
That
third
night, and I
down.
lost. I was winning, but my opponent, he had a few players. He had Rodgers and a few wide receivers. And if Rodgers didn't do anything, I would have won, you know.
The Packers
But
on
I was
third
going
down.
for Green Bay.
They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Inside.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams.
If I had
And
a
they're able
game
to work
Monday
this to
night,
the
I would have
25
won.
before
I
it's
was
all
going to
said and done. That'll put him at 77
no-
yards receiving for the ball game.
I'll
It's
play
a
a
first
fantasy
down.
thing.
That's fine. Yeah. Got. Right. Hey, check 26.
On first down, Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of
Oh,
scrimmage again,
I
the
push
25,
square,
2nd and 10.
and I run whatever play.
319.
Because I run one play before we get in. Then I run another play, like,
Back to the air.
say
on
if I want to run a
second down,
zone.
it's Rodgers. And that one almost
so
intercepted.
if I want to run
Far
a
too loose
zone,
with the football.
run a zone
Nearly
one
a
on that first
pick.
one, then run the
And it's third
blitz on the
down.
other play as soon as you know you get on
Didn't
the
have a
field.
receiver open downfield as it turned
That's what
out.
I'm doing.
Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
In cover
This
3,
offense was on the move.
JD
Now two
told me
straight
to run it.
incompletions.
You
Have them
know
looking
the
at
run
3rd
for
and
throwing,
10.
you're going to get a lot of picks, you know.
Blue 58. 319.
And again, it's Rodgers.
Fuck. I
Flushed
could
out
have had
right.
it.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So
Wow.
it'll be incomplete.
How?
Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Y'all had a
Not
first
only was the
down.
call spot on,
No doubt.
how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force,
Because
he felt like he needed to
you
make
had
a
your
play,
foot on
right?
the green,
Yeah, exactly
you know.
right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
319.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to
Think the
convert
defense is
on
tired.
4th and 10.
Hell. We was all hyped up, getting
Not
everything, you know.
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA
Hey,
Sports after this.
Gronkowski should be the damn player of the week, you know. Hell, he
Throwing
had
on
some of the
first down
passes.
is Rodgers.
Yep.
Couldn't
How
hang
do you not
on.
catch
Would have been
that?
their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
I ran about everything on that last play.
Wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
I knew it was. Oh, did you challenge
less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
We got it.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-leading
close
them,
to the end,
which
you know.
is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
I'll never do it when I'm winning.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Yeah.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And now running right
I don't
through
do that good on damn kickoffs.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
I always get like 20
They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the third time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much
like
better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who get.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,